So this is a refurbished cell phone signal booster that we got from Wilson Amplifiers, and this comes with basically all we need to hook it up, and hopefully what this is going to do is boost our cell phone signal. That will also boost our data signal since we do online work, things like making YouTube videos, things like selling plants on our nursery, shipping anywhere in the US, also selling herbal products and stuff like that. We've got also things like Zoom meetings to attend. So hopefully we can do that from the comfort of our own home and not at a place where there's public Wi-Fi anymore. So this is the interior inside antenna. This is the exterior antenna. This is the signal booster itself. Came with 60 total feet of cable. This cool window cable is flat, so we could probably slip it through a window. Power adapter, and for an extra $1 they included this cool J-pole mount. So we're gonna have to figure out how to hook it up onto the house. Maybe I will screw this into the house, or maybe we will find a sort of extender, like maybe some PVC or a stick or a piece of wood, or we'll figure it out. Basically, this has got to be pointing to our closest cell phone tower, so I downloaded an app that tells me where those are, and this has got to be facing the opposite way. So if this one, say, is facing this way, this has got to be facing that way. So what we'll end up doing is I'll hook all the interior stuff up, go hook up the antenna, wire it all, and then I will be up there on a ladder somewhere, and we're going to be rotating the exterior antenna and also the interior antenna, different ways to figure out the strongest boost in signal. So stick around and we will get to it. So step one is going to be hooking up this inside antenna to the signal booster. So we're going to do that. This has just got a male thread. This has got a female sort of coaxial thread. So we're going to thread that up and move on to the next step. These are hooked up together. They've got a fairly long cable between them, but apparently, according to the directions, they need to be at least 18 inches apart. So we will find a temporary sort of place for it right now, and figure out where exactly we're going to put it when we find out how strong the signal is and where. So I've hooked up this L bracket to the outside antenna, and it comes with a U-bolt, and it comes with this 10-inch pole. We're going to see if this is high enough, because this antenna has to be either 50 horizontal feet from this guy or 20 vertical feet. So we don't have 50 horizontal feet. Our cabin is only 24 feet wide. So this is going to live over by our solar setup, so we can plug it in, and the window cable is going to enter through the kitchen window because the antenna will be up in this gable, on top of that gable as high as it can be. Our house is about 16 feet high, so hoping this, in addition to the, I'm not sure if diagonal feet count as horizontal feet or vertical feet, but we're going to give it a shot, and if that isn't strong enough, then what we will do is we will find a stick or something that is about 2 inches thick, like this, maybe an inch. I think it can go down to 1.25 inches, and we will somehow rig that up to the house. So we will keep you updated, and we'll show you what we end up doing in the end. And yeah, next step is we gotta wire this to this 30-foot coax cable, and then wire the window cable to this coax cable, slip it in through the window, and then we've got another 30-foot coaxial cable that will run from the window to our solar setup. So stay tuned. Excuse our seed starting setup right now, but we were able to very roughly hook up the signal booster, and it's hooked up to our little inverter right there, and this is the internal antenna, so this needs to be facing away the external antenna is facing this way, to the left. Well, to the south rather. Southwest, sort of. So this is working real good. Like I said, this has got to be 18 inches away from the internal antenna, and it is. And our external antenna is probably about 20 vertical feet, sort of diagonal feet, I guess, this way, away from our booster. So I think it's all working pretty good. Actually, we know it's working pretty good. We were able to just do a Zoom meeting for a soil webinar, a soil health webinar that we're participating in this month. So it works really well, and I think our video quality was really good, and nobody complained about it, so that was really good. And I'll go show you guys the outside setup right now. So it worked really well. We had a Zoom meeting pretty soon after we got this thing today, so we were kind of rushing to get it up, but it got up and it was successful. Our Zoom meeting went well. We weren't glitching. So basically what we had to do was mount this as high as we could, 20 feet away, vertically away from the signal booster. And what we had to do then was find the nearest cell tower. I downloaded an app on the phone, and that said that the cell tower was more or less in this direction, to the south of us. So what Shikoi did was looked at the signal strength on the phone while this was all hooked up, and I moved it in about 8 turns until we got to the position where it was the strongest. So it works really well, especially when you're close to the signal booster, and it works. I mean, we're not complaining because we were able to Zoom. Things stream a lot faster on our phone now. It's great. So if you're looking into something like this is a weBoost home room, and it works for 4G, and I think it works for 5G as well. We don't have 5G here in Vermont, but it works really, really well for. We were even able to put on mobile hotspot on our phone and hook up the laptop to it. So that's how we were able to do a Zoom meeting. So it's just as good as home Wi-Fi, or even a little bit better than satellite Wi-Fi, I've heard, or satellite internet is not that great around here anyway. So if you're looking into something like that, I definitely suggest it.